Okay, so let's quickly go over the reals and catches and exceptions of negatief en ontkenning. So whatever you can remember regarding this sentence structure, let's make a list of it. So first of all, we're going to remind ourselves that we've got three different types of sentences. Ons het stellings en ons het vrae en ons het uh, instructies or commands, nee, instructies of bevele is also the other one. So those are our three types of sentences that you get in any language. Well, in English and Afrikaans, you get the statements, questions, and commands, and then obviously from there it breaks it down. So if we look at these questions, these type of sentences, what rules or what do you remember from a normal statement sentence? What must you remember when it comes to negative sentence?
Always the two negatives, and one has to be after the first verb, and the second one has to be after the second verb.
After
I
the
mean, at the end of the
infinitive.
sentence.
Yeah, so ni goes there, and then other ni goes there. Good, that's good. What exception do we know regarding this ni after the first verb? Do you remember, or do you know, or can you remember? There's an
Um,
exception to something here. What happens to this first ni if something happens to the sentence? So if it is a certain type of sentence.
if there's a positive word that begins directly into negative.
So that's one. That's one. Yes, we'll look at that. So remember that one. The other one is if you've got an object in your sentence that is either a noun or a pronoun. In other words, he, she, me, you, us, them, they, or if it's a name of someone. Okay, then we must remember that the first name goes after that name. Okay. After that pronoun, after the object, and not after the verb one. I'll give you an example. If we have ek staan nie die bal nie, then we can see that the first ni is after our verb one. That's correct. In or nie, daar, nie. So you've got then a pronoun in your object position, right? So make a note that you must remember there's an exception to the rule there. If you've got a pronoun in your sentence, the nie will not be after the verb, but it will go after the pronoun or the name of that person.